Hello, good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's All In. Yes, tonight we are looking at vision boarding, and I'm going to bring my special guest in a moment. But first of all, yes, so what are we? Second week of January 2023. So it's the time of New Year's resolutions, setting those intentions for the new year, for the coming, 350 something days left for 2023, making them come true. It's good having the resolutions. But the important thing is to program your mind to make you move towards them, make you achieve them. And that is what tonight is all about, vision boarding. And so let's waste no more time. I'm going to bring in my guest, Rathi. How's it going, Rathi?
Hello, how you doing? Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
yeah, and you. Happy New Year too. So let's ask you straight away. Have you got any New Year's resolutions? Have you set yourself any?
Do you know what? I used to always have a New Year's resolution, and it used to be the same every year, which was to lose weight. And then I kind of realized every year I wasn't losing any weight. It wasn't really getting anywhere. And then I realized actually I need to change my mindset. So I also used to be very much a glass half empty kind of girl. And ever since I started, so probably the last 3 years, I've started changing that to being my New Year's resolution is going to be I'm going to be a glass half full. And
Yeah,
honestly, the whole mindset has just changed. I've just become a lot more happier, a lot more lighter in myself, physically, mentally. So that
that's
is
when
my
you
New
lose
Year's
the weight. That
resolution.
is when you lose weight. When you feel
Yes,
good about yourself,
exactly.
when you feel good in your body.
Yeah,
Yeah. Because that's,
yeah,
they say,
yeah.
don't they? Law
So
of attraction. You got to feel what you want to feel when you've achieved the goal. So if the kind of objective to lose weight is to feel lighter, to feel good about yourself, blah blah
mm,
blah, get there
yeah,
first, maintain that,
yeah,
and then you watch
yeah,
the physical morph to that feeling
exactly.
state. No, brilliant. Just
Exactly.
just before we go further as well, introduce yourself, Rathi. Tell us a bit about what you do, and
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
and your
Rathi.
background, how you got to all this kind of thing.
So yeah, I'm Rathi. I my day job is I work for the job centre, work for the DWP, and my night job or what I do in my spare time is I'm a life coach as well. So I coach in mindset and career coaching, and dabble a little bit in relationship coaching as well now. So yeah, I coach a lot of people
Yeah,
day and
yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah, day and night. No, that's cool. So is vision boarding, this kind of positive visualization, intention setting, is that part of your coaching, whether it's New Year or not New Year?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, without having a vision or without knowing what you're going towards, it's very difficult to go towards it because
Yeah,
you're literally just walking blind.
yeah,
So having a goal, having a process, knowing what it is that you want, it makes all of that achievable and possible and gives people hope as well.
yeah,
And you need hope, you need that positive mindset, you need that positive thought process,
yeah,
to achieve anything
yeah.
really.
No, I totally
um,
agree with you. I know before I come across all this stuff and did it on myself before I coach other people, I was just looking at my immediate future. I think I was regretful of the past. I was bored by my current reality, and
mm,
I kind of had fleeting dreams of the future, but I
mm,
didn't really think that far ahead. I don't think I believed in my dreams for my future, and that
yeah.
just creates an energy rip. And anyone that's followed me for a bit knows that I had 15 years of chronic fatigue, which is
Mm,
just, kind of
yeah,
real, yeah, just knackered and bored. And once you
yeah,
realize, I was told as well for 3 years, my fatigue was viral and it was like some, symptomatic or something in my
mm,
blood. And then after quite a lot of blood tests, they just left me. And I fixed myself by changing my mindset and having a positive perspective and
yeah,
believing and getting excited
yeah,
in my future. And I would say I
mm,
don't think much of the past now. I reflect on it, but not that much.
yeah,
I enjoy the present, but I follow
yeah,
the Abraham Hicks and teach the Abraham Hicks philosophy.
mm,
And they say the future, all our potential is in the future. It's what we're moving
mm,
towards. And she says like the current reality is like used chewing gum. It once had flavor. It was once full of the excitement and the buzz, but now we're kind of there. We've chomped on
mm,
it a bit. it's lost its flavor, and the flavor lies in the future. And I can totally relate to that, because if I'm feeling a bit flat, I just think of what I want. And you have to, the thing is, isn't it, you have to train the brain to focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Because if you're focused on a negative, fearful future, energy rip again. As soon as you focus on what you want, you get the buzz, you get the energy, you get the kick.
Absolutely. Well, that's the laws of attraction, isn't it? There you go.
Well, hopefully I've not just answered my first question to you. So this show is kind of planned. There is a structure. So Rathi, in your words, what is a vision board then? We're talking vision boards tonight. What is it?
So for me, it's kind of like a visual representation of kind of your goals, what you want, your wants, your needs, your goals. It's just having it sort of put in front of you on like a piece of paper or on your computer or whatever, something that you can look at, reflect at, something you can sort of get excited about. So that for me is kind of what a vision board is. So, you know, whatever it is that you want to achieve from your life, whether it be short term, maybe you have like a monthly vision board or a yearly vision board.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you create one board for 2023, or do you do one for 23 and beyond? Or like, well, you just said, can you do monthly ones or 6 monthly ones?
You can do, I mean, at the end of the day, it's totally up to you. Whatever you want, you can do. So some people prefer short-term pleasures, short-term gains, and want to see quick results. So they may have shorter vision boards where it's like a monthly vision board. Others want to sort of spread it out, so something they can work towards. Myself, this year I did a 1 year vision board, what I'd like to achieve by the end of the year. They always say, I mean, when you do sort of vision boards, put a date at the top. When do you want to achieve this?
Okay.
Something so you can sort of focus on and sort of target. Okay, yes, by 31st of December 2023, I want to have achieved blah 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 blah.
Let me show you one now. You did send me your one over. So is this, describe this to, is this your, have I hit the wrong one? Am I showing the wrong one? Or
so I've got two actually this year. Yeah. So this is the second one. Do you want to go to the other one?
Yeah, let's go to the first one.
Yeah.
Okay,
so this was my my first vision board that I kind of did for myself, and this was a bit more of a generic one, what I wanted to kind of in 2023 sort of achieve in my life. So I think the pictures and the words kind of, you know, explain itself, but just to kind of, I guess, look at some of the key points. The person in the swing, I'd like to meet somebody. That's, you know, that's something quite important for me. For example, the key, I would like to buy my own place this year. So I've got, you know, some house keys there. The aeroplane, I want to travel. I love to travel. So for me, that is a really important part of my life. So
there's a 266 bus. Have you tried that?
What? Oh, I've heard of that.
266 bus. Does that count?
The 266 plus?
Bus, yeah.
No. I don't want to travel on 266 bus. Jeez, no.
You want to jet set. You want to jet.
I would like to get on a plane and travel somewhere on a plane. It might just be up to Scotland or to, you know, Ireland or France or wherever, but I just want to get on a plane. I don't care where. Yeah. So for me, I just want to head off somewhere. If possible, multiple times. That would be lovely.
I'm loving the self-love on this. Beautiful girl, you can do amazing things.
Yes, I for many years have had sort of a real issue with self-confidence. So for me, over the last few years, I've been really working hard on building up my own self-confidence. So that beautiful girl is sort of a little nod to myself, really, that I need to remember that, yes, I am a beautiful girl. Why do I keep telling myself that I'm not?
Do you know what? I really appreciate your vulnerability for sharing that, because 99.9% of people listening to this will be the same. I guarantee it. But you know, it takes courage to admit that, doesn't it? And it's something we all have to work on. So yeah, you're not alone in that self-love, learning that appreciation, self-appreciation, and maintaining it, and growing it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yes, you can say it to yourself one-off and then just kind of walk off and then sort of still not believe it. So it's actually learning to believe it, learning to believe that actually I am a beautiful girl. I am an amazing talent. I am wonderful or kind or whatever it is that you want to think of yourself as. I am
Yeah.
all those things.
Yeah.
And why shouldn't you be all those things? So for me, self-love is something that I definitely want to keep working on, keep growing and keep expanding. So for me, those words, when I saw that, it really kind of hit deep. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I am a beautiful girl. And yes, I can do amazing things. Why can't I?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's not just about imagery. It's also about words as well. So a
Yeah,
vision
I
board
was going to
doesn't.
say, explain what else you got here, because you've surprised me with the kind of content here.
Yeah, so like for example, in the top corner where I've written "We rise with by lifting others." For me, I feel last few years I've really kind of discovered my purpose in life, and my purpose is to be of service to others. And by that, what I mean is helping other people in whatever way or capacity I can. So I help a lot of people in both my day job and my out of work job. In my coaching, I'm constantly helping people. And I actually get so much pleasure from that, to see
Yeah.
somebody change their life or to help them to change their life or to better their life. It actually makes me feel amazing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. No, you get the hit. Don't you help others? You get the hit as well as them getting the hit as
Yes.
well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is huge because that in itself will change your mind, it will change your mood, it will change your mindset, and it will make you a happier person. So
Yeah.
if you feel or if you find that you are a bit of a negative person or you tend to go down the negative route of things, by helping others, and especially when you help others and they're so grateful and they're so thankful to you, it does really change your mindset and it really changes your mood.
Yeah.
So for me, helping other people it is a big thing for me, and I want to continue doing that. I want to
Yeah.
continue doing that in my life coaching. I want to continue doing that in my sort of day-to-day job. I want to continue doing that as just as a general person, as a human being.
Yeah.
I want to help people and help people better themselves. So that's one of the things. The other one is finding my tribe. It's really hard as you get older. For me personally, I found like when I was younger I had so many friends. I literally knew probably everybody, and had hundreds and hundreds of friends, and I was like, oh, they're my friend, they're my friend, they're my friend. But then as I've got older, I've really, really narrowed that down. And I would say, like, close friends, I probably, have a handful of close friends. But
Yeah.
they're my tribe, they're my people, and they make everything for me. They make me so happy. And
Yeah.
again, when you're in that happy mind, happy mindset, all of that, it changes your perspective on things, it changes how you look at things, it just changes your day-to-day sort of,
Your
life and living.
enjoyment of life, doesn't it? Your enjoyment of life in the moment becomes pleasurable rather than something
Yeah.
you want to hurry on to the next
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah.
loving this because we're finding a bit more about you, aren't we? Finding out a bit more about you during this, looking at your vision board. It's quite personal, isn't it? Is this
It
something
is.
you quite happily have on display, or is it hidden away where
Um,
only you can see it? Because it's kind of in a code, isn't it? If anyone's looking at this, they go, all right, nice bunch of random images.
yeah.
What the hell is it on about? But you know what this means, don't you?
I think so. I've only actually shared this with probably 3 or 4 very, very close friends. I haven't actually shared this with anyone apart from now when it's going across live.
Yeah, yeah. No, thank you so much for doing this because this is really.
Live on YouTube. So anyone watching
Yeah,
this, here we are. This is my life.
yeah. I didn't realize how personal this would be actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm learning through this. This is brilliant. No, this is really, really good, and it is. Yeah, yeah. Tell us a bit. What about the heart at the bottom?
So for me, everything stems around love, whether it be self-love, loving myself, whether it be loving my family, loving my friends, hoping to meet somebody in a romantic sense. It's always about love. And I just feel like you just can't have enough love in your life and you can't
Yeah,
give enough love as well. So that just that combined with the sunset as well, it was just a beautiful picture really. And
yeah,
it just that constant resonance of love everywhere. I just want to sort of elude that, just have that sort of love in the air, I guess.
yeah. No, they say that spiritually, they say the highest frequency in the universe is love.
Yeah.
And that is what we're all aspiring towards. So,
Yeah.
so these my next question was going to be how does this work? What do these do? But I think you've kind of answered. So these are kind of like visual prompts to prompt you consciously, because I teach conscious thinking, and these are visual prompts to remind you of what you want, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
so and then other than doing that, what does it do? You can say, oh yeah, so I want to be happy. And then what does that do? When should you look at this? When do you use these? Is it something you look at first thing in the morning, or?
I mean, you can look at it as many times as you want. So me, whenever I remember, I will look at it. I try and look at it at least once in the morning, at least once before bed, because honestly, when I look at my vision boards, it actually makes me smile. It makes me smile. It makes me feel happy. It gives me hope. It gives me a bit of positivity, and it always puts me in a better mood. I mean, I generally try and be in a better mood anyway, but like, even if, you wake up and you look outside and it's raining outside and you're like, oh, it's raining, I've got to walk to work and it's going to be half an hour in the rain.
That's happening quite regularly at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'll have a quick look at my vision board and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that picture. I remember those words or whatever. And then I'm like, I'm already smiling. So, okay, I can't do anything about the rain. It's raining. I have no choice. I have to still go to work. I have to walk to work. So I'll just walk to work smiling, thinking about my vision board and thinking, okay,
and I've heard some people, they have this, because how have you got yours? So how did you create it? Did you get like images off Google, or did you get images from magazines and cut them out, or?
So you can do them in any way you want. So me, I actually did it all on my phone. I went onto Pinterest, basically Googled or just looked up a load of pictures that resonated with me. And I basically sort of screenshotted all the pictures, and then I just used a photo collaborator or photo editor thing app. Photo collage maker, that's the one. I just had a photo collage app thing, and I just basically put them all together and just kind of move them around, and ta-da!
So where have you got this? Because I've heard some people have these as their screensavers, so every time they turn on, and it is that kind of unconsciously being prompted, isn't it, where you're kind of seeing it all the time, so it's there all the time and it's going in your brain. You're kind of training your brain to focus on that even when you're not even aware you're focusing on it. So where have you got yours? Where you said, is it on your phone? Have you got yours?
It's on my phone. So I've got mine saved on my phone. My actual screensaver for my phone is actually like a meditating monk, which is very zen. So actually that is my calm. So whenever I need a bit of calm, I just kind of turn my phone on, and every time I do turn my phone on, I always see that sort of meditating monk, and it just brings a quick sort of moment of calmness to me. I just have it saved in my photo gallery on my phone, and I'll just have a look at it, and I do look at it actually quite regularly, just because I'm in that sort of mindset already, and I'm on this I've had a bit of a buzz ever since I've done it, and I just this bit of air of excitement. I'm like, yes, I'm going to achieve this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get my house. I'm going to go traveling. I'm going to, fill my life full of love. I'm going to be able to help people. I'm going to, read lots of books and grow mentally. I want to lose weight and be more physically beautiful and all of these things. I just look at it, but because they're beautiful pictures and beautiful images and beautiful words, it just sort of has this positive effect.
Rathi, I've got to say, your energy you're in at the moment, you are coming across as very beautiful. So you're honestly, I always say people read energy. Life's about energy. You can meet the most stunningly attractive person, but then as soon as they start talking, they're negative. Then suddenly it's like, oh, flat lemonade time, isn't it? Well, you can meet someone that's maybe not plastic attractive, but they've got the most sparky dynamism. And that is what you want to be around, isn't it? So, and this is we've not mentioned it, but this is law of attraction, in it, basically. That universe says, right. If you everything in the energies, anything in the universe is everything in the universe is energy. Every desire that you have, whether it's relationship, job, financial, house, blah blah blah, is energy.
Yeah.
You just need to chronically match the energetic frequency of your desire, and the
Yeah.
universe has to bring it to you. Einstein said that, and now a lot of
Yeah.
spiritual teachers. So this is what this is priming you to do. So would you say, actually, you just haven't said that, so maybe it's not so much what you want and that you're looking at the board, and it's just that if this process is changing your energy and getting you to believe in it, then that is doing the work of law of attraction.
Yeah.
And your work is to maintain that high frequency and maintain the belief, and not let anything, because they say most people, as soon as you ask for something, that the first stage is doubt. Oh, I'd love this, but I'd really like this job, but I'd really love to win the lottery, but, and you kill the dream straight away.
Yeah.
And they say becoming conscious of that, because like I said, I teach conscious thinking, and I think all of this is about us learning to manage our minds so that they work for us rather than against us. And if you're watching telly and you're not aware of the importance of your mental focus, you can be so talked into a world of everything goes wrong, everything is awful, life will never work for you, life is about harm and cruelty and everything, and you shy away from the world. Whereas if just thinking of your vision board, let's show it again. If you focus on, your dream of adventure, I love that adventure with the plane. If you focus on that, you're beautiful. So you've got positive affirmation there. If you focus on the love, you've got relationship coming. That's going to get you buzzing.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, like, for example, the multicolored lady at the bottom. So
that's not you covered in paint, is it?
I wish it was, but no. So that for me was a representation of my beauty, because I have always had, like I said, self-confidence has always been something that I've battled, and I think I mentioned before as well, my weight was something that I've always battled as well. So I've always been quite a big girl, quite a curvy girl, and I've always kind of used that as a sort of a barrier. And I would talk myself out of situations because I'm like, oh, I'm a big girl, so I can't do X, Y, Z because I'm a big girl, I'm a big girl, I'm a big girl. But it's all in my head.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's learning to love my body as it is, whether it's big or small or, whatever size I am.
I was going to, because you haven't got some vision boards I've seen where they have, like for guys, they have like the steroid muscle six-pack thing.
Yeah.
And that can make you feel inadequate, can't it?
Yeah.
Where you're saying, no, just love yourself now. Love it. You kind of know you want to lose weight, but you haven't given yourself, I want to be stick thin and.
Yeah. I was like, because I used to be like, I had this number in my head. I have to reach this weight. I have to be this size. I have to fit in this size clothes or whatever. And I was like, why? Why do I need to do any of this? Like, yes, I want to be healthy and I would like to be within a healthy weight for health benefits. Yes, fine. But aesthetically, why do I need to be anything other than myself and be beautiful as however I am? So for me, that picture was just beautiful colors, and she was just so delicate and just relaxed. And, is she big? Is she small? Who knows? She was just beautiful, just elegant. And I guess that's kind of what I want to be. I want to be
I'm
elegant.
loving this because most of this law of attraction stuff is I want. I've got a list. It's almost like, when you're a kid at Christmas, I used to go to the Argos catalogue, write out about 200 grand's worth. I want a bike, I want a computer, I want this, that, and I want this. And most people see law of attraction as that I want these material goods, I want this house, I want that. Yours is much gentler, much self-development focused, isn't it? So that's more important than any of the stuff, because you can't take any of the stuff with you, can you? But
it's also about being kind to yourself as well. And when you put these hard goals and hard targets, and you're like, I have to be X weight, I have to earn X amount, I have to, when you've got these sort of really hard goals, okay, it's great, it's have something to work towards. But then if you don't achieve it, then what? Are you then going to go down that sort of slippery slope of, oh my God, I didn't lose the 10 kilos, or
you're a
I didn't
failure. Yeah.
I'm a failure. Yeah, exactly. And then you kind of end up falling into that negative
And there's no
mindset.
self-love there. So you've deactivated law of attraction working for you, and you've activated
Exactly.
law of crap action, isn't it? Get ready, crap. I'm feeling crap. Crap's coming my way. Yeah.
Exactly. And then that's all you're going to be attracting. It's just
Yeah.
rubbish. You're going to be attracting rubbish. You're going to be attracting that sort of low energy, low vibe. You're not going to be attracting any of the things that you want and you're actually desiring. And even if you have a little bit of that, your mind is like, yes, I want this, I want that. But as soon as you say that, you're then going to be like, oh no, but I'm not good enough to get that, or I didn't achieve that, or whatever. And then you're already going down the negative. So it's going to just not work.
So this is helping you talk your brain into what you want. It's about the mental training, the focus, isn't it? The mental focus towards what you want. Just we've got a few people live on this. This is obviously going to be on demand as well. If any of you people watching live have got any questions that you want to ask Rathi, just type them in the comments. And if you're watching this on YouTube, there's a comments thing. I think it's to the side or underneath. I don't know. One of the two. And then, they come through and then we can ask Rathi them and you can get an answer. So, if you've got any questions that are eating away at you, saying, quick, ask this question. Ask it yourself and we'll answer. No, this is brilliant. So how do you make, so you've told us how you make a vision board then. It can be anything then.
It can be
just need to get images.
Yeah, images, words. You can do a spider diagram if that's what you want. Like whatever. I mean, pictures are easier because it's easier to digest. It's easier to look at. It's easier to see. It's quick. Words are obviously you need to read a bit more. So whatever works for you, really. Some people will just get a whole bunch of magazines, cut out pictures that they like. Other people will download stuff off the internet. Whatever, put it wherever you want to put it. Like some people, what they'll do is on their fridge, they'll cut out a whole bunch of pictures and just put it on their fridge, stick it up on their fridge. Every day, every time you open your fridge, you can see that holiday to Bora Bora, or that flash car, or that house that you want, or whatever it is you want, the chocolate cake that you want, whatever it is.
How long have you been doing this? Have you been doing this?
Do you know what? This is the first year that I've actually done the vision board. I've contemplated it every year. Every year I've contemplated it, and every year I've talked myself out of it. And this year, because to be honest, I've been on quite a journey for the last few years myself. So I've been working on myself. I've been developing myself, developing my mindset, and all of that, and sort of getting myself into a more positive place. And I was like, you know what, this year I deserve this.
So this is a gift to you, because I do think the reason I ask that, because I do think you have to kind of be ready. You can fritter around the edges with doing this kind of work, and then like what you said, when you're ready, you want to do it as a gift to you. And I like the fact you've got you haven't got the Ferrari, you haven't got the mansion, and you've got like 360 days or less to achieve that. Your stuff's quite gentle, it's quite fun. You've said adventure and plain, but you haven't been specific so you're quite willing to go for life to take you wherever on a journey and surrender, just go with the flow in it. Because because one of my friends, Roshni, she teaches this as well, and she showed me she recently went to, I think it was Mauritius, if I'm right, I'm probably wrong, which is very beachy, blue sky, amazing crystal, sea. And she showed me a photograph. I think she put it on Facebook. Actually, she showed me a photograph of where she was in December, and then she showed the image that she had on her vision board that she posted about 4 years before, and it was literally the same image, but it didn't have her in it on the original one that she put on her vision board. So it looks like literally she manifested going to the exact same place that she had on her vision board. And there's a film, The Secret. Those of you that know the film The Secret, there's a book and a film. The film is, I recommend the film, because The Secret and all this sort of attraction stuff is about shifting your emotional state. And for me, watching movies is far more an emotive process than reading a book. And there's a story of a guy, one of the teachers on it, I think his name John Asaraf or something like that. He teaches this as well, and he created a vision board. And then he said they were moving house. He moved house about 6 times in 1 year. And he said so he packed all his vision boards away, and then they moved. And finally, when they were stable, they took the he was unpacking his vision board stuff with his son in the room, and his
Yeah.
son pulled out, "What is this, Dad?" And he said, "This is my vision board." And he said he was shocked because he saw exactly the same house
Yeah.
that they just moved into
Yeah.
was on his vision board. And
Yeah.
so this is the universe gives you what you want. They say you got to ask and get out the way, though.
Yeah.
So if you put your pictures of your Ferrari or whatever on your on your board, and then you're going, where are you, you're kind of blocking it. But when you just relax, it's about your emotional state is telling you whether you're thinking right or not. When you're relaxed and positively expectant is such a powerful state, I think, where you're just it's coming to me as long as I'm happy.
That's it. Like and then that's it. It's that energy, isn't it? Because when you're putting pressure on it, where are you? Why have I not got this car? Why have I not got this job? Why have I not got this boyfriend or girlfriend or whoever?
Or both.
It's all negative energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all just negative energy that you're putting out there. Just let it go. Chill out. You've done it.
And I think when you did this, if I can ask, because our beliefs can have glass ceilings, and they say you can have whatever you dream, but some people limit what they think they deserve. Have you experienced that? Have you? Oh no, I'm asking. I'm too greedy asking for that, or no, that's unbelievable. Have you had any of that?
So I used to be very much like that. Like, I wanted the 5-bedroom house and the 3 cars and the dogs and the cats and everything else with it. And back then I was always like, I wanted it, but then I was like, do I actually deserve it? Am I smart enough? Do I, do I warrant it? All of those things. And I was just constantly putting that negative talk into my head. So this year I was like, none of that. I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to relax, put it out what I want. I have kept it quite sort of generic a little bit, just because I am quite a chilled person, just generally. Like, I would like a home. I don't know whether that home is going to be a 2-bedroom flat or a 5-bedroom mansion, whatever. It's going to be my home. So I want a home as opposed to bricks and mortar. I would like to meet somebody. He doesn't, yes, if he was 6 foot tall and built like a rugby player and looked like Chris Hemsworth, amazing, fantastic. But if he didn't quite look like that, then that's fine too. Like, I want somebody who I can sit. So I specifically put that picture of a swing in my vision board because I love swings. I love playing on swings. And so I would like to sit on a swing with somebody and, just have a great conversation and watch the sunset, So that for me is more important than having that person who's 6 foot tall, built like a whatever, and has this job and has X amount of money. Like, I'm not like that. I just want a kind person. And again, that heart, the love, the hands, kindness, love, I want that.
They're soft, they're gentle emotions, aren't they? Which you can quite quickly achieve, I think, just by yourself. What I was going to say as well on that point is quite interesting. A lot of people, they say, again, this is going from The Secret, they say when people ask for something, they say, I want the mansion or I want the dream job. They immediately try and logically work out in their head how they're going to get it. And because they can't immediately see the way, they kill it. And they're like, oh no, that house would be 25 million. I'm currently on 28 grand a year. Forget that. That's unrealistic. You got to forget that and just ignore the bit in the middle. And just, so say when you're living in London and you have to drive to Scotland, you don't think, specifics, I'll cancel the journey now. You just trust, don't you, that you're in London, you can get to Scotland, other people have got to Scotland before, you can get there. And it is your emotions, they say, are kind of your sat nav. So just trust how you're feeling. If you're feeling zingy, if you're looking at your vision board and you feel you can achieve it, that's the indicator you're on the way. Don't put a time limit on it, though, in it. That's what they do say. No, brilliant. Let's look at your second one now. Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, I put a time, I put a very loose time limit of end of the year. I would like to achieve these things. But to what extent, I've left that open. So this second vision board is,
I think you do have to be open so you don't beat yourself up in it. Okay.
What was that?
So talk us through this. So
this
I do think
Have I lost you?
Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, no. Let me come back off that. Yeah. So, yeah, no. I was just saying. I think the where it's annual when it starts the new, we can kind of put that time thing in it. It's almost like
Yeah.
So this is my visions for 2023. I must achieve this within. And they do say just leave it. So that's your intention. That's what you want to achieve in your life. But
yeah.
We got one
But I
question
haven't.
actually. Let's just have a look. Sorry. I think I'm addicted to work. How can I enjoy it comfortably? That's a good question. Is it Sung Mi? Thanks, Sung Mi, for that. What would you say to that? What?
I mean, being addicted to work is okay if you enjoy it. I mean, does it bring you joy? Does it bring you happiness? You know, is it fulfilling for you? I mean, if you're addicted to work and you hate it, then I think we have a problem.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, how can you enjoy it comfortably? You know, it's also about finding that work-life balance as well. You know, do you want to work 12 hours a day or 15 hours a day, or do you want to work 6 hours a day? You know, what is it that makes you happy? It's a new year, so there's so many things I want to do.
Yeah, it's a new
That's
year, so there's
great.
so many things I want to do. Yeah.
I mean, write down everything you want to do and then plot it on a calendar. Like for me, if you look at my calendar on my phone, it has got something on every single day. I've got colors all over my calendar, just with different activities, different things, whether it be coaching sessions. I've now started dance class, so I've got dance classes on there, work and various work commitments, meeting up with friends, dinners, cinemas, holidays, whatever. And I just have them plotted out in my calendar. So, you know, you've got to have a work-life balance. If you enjoy work, fantastic. If you don't enjoy work, then we need to switch it up there. And you've got to just figure out what works for you. So, you know, if there's so many things you want to do, write a list of everything you want to do and then plot it out in your calendar. You know, this month I want to do X, Y, Z. Next month I want to do blah, blah, blah. And then just spread it out throughout the year. There's nothing to say that you can't get it all done.
And I'd say,
But
Sung Mi, don't beat yourself up. Yeah, if you don't achieve it, but
yeah,
expect it. Expect to achieve what you want. Just relax in the expectation. Don't necessarily take action. I think that's the big thing of law of attraction. It comes to you when it's the right time. So I've got to say, if I can brag, this year, in the past 2.5 weeks, I've already manifested 4 holidays. That's
amazing.
That is, yeah. So, and my New Year's resolution is have more fun. That is my. But it's funny. I was telling you just before we come on. My intent is to up the gear level in my career this year. Get back into telly. Really start making an impact. And as I was saying, this week I've met someone, and I believe that's a step to moving forward. So the manifestations are already coming in, and that is so exciting when you see life working for you. I think that half of this work is once you're conscious, you know, if we're the creator of our everyday, if we're the creator of our every moment, and then you start seeing it, because nothing comes, you know, the £1 million house doesn't come straight away. Maybe it does for some people, it doesn't come for me, but we're kind of drip fed the route to the manifestation, aren't we? When you see the breadcrumbs start appearing, you think that's a crumb. That's a crumb. Life is real. You realize your dreams are coming true. And then that gets you juiced up for expecting even more to come your way. I think that's.
But I think one thing you've
Let's have a
also
look at
got
your
to
other
remember.
board now then.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, you carry on, Rathi.
No, what I was going to say is one other thing we've got to remember is it's all very well putting all these things on a vision board, but sometimes you've got to also take action to achieve those things. You know, it's all very well wanting to, I don't know, say lose weight, for example, but if all you're doing is eating chocolate cake every day in McDonald's, then that's going to be a lot more harder. So if you want to lose weight, then getting in the right mindset, going to bed early, eating better making better choices, food choices. You know, you've got to take action as well to a certain degree, but chill out at the same time. Like, don't
You've got to enjoy the action, haven't you?
You've got to enjoy what you're doing. Life is about enjoyment and life is about being happy. If you're not happy and if you're not, you know, enjoying the moment, you're just going to end up being stressed. And if you end up being stressed, you're just going to end up in that negative spiral again. And that then defeats the whole point of everything we've just spoken about. So it is chilling out,
Yeah.
but it's also
No,
taking action.
Thanks, Sangmi. Let's look at your second. Yeah, tell us a bit about this now, Rathi. Your second
So this is
vision
quite a
board.
personal vision board. So for me, I would really like to meet somebody this year. So for me, I've set that as a goal. I've not actually put any specifics on here, but this is what I would like to feel in a relationship. I would like to be able to dance with somebody, sit on a swing with somebody, hold hands with somebody, have a kiss and a cuddle with somebody. And then, I've put in the four corners, I've put little sort of affirmations and little statements, because I need to sort of, get myself believing that I am worthy of being loved. I am worthy of, a soulmate. The universe is bringing my soulmate to me, and I've got to truly believe that within me. Otherwise, it's never going to happen. So yeah, so this, I kept this quite vague, but I guess pretty.
It still
And it's
means something
more,
to you, though, doesn't it? It means so it is a kind of code. It means totally something to you. If anyone else looked
yeah,
at this, they would
yeah,
glance and not get it. But you know what it means
yeah,
to you, don't you? So
yeah. So for me, like, I love dancing. I mean, I'm not a very good dancer, but I love to dance. So, to be able to just dance with somebody, to be able to sit on a swing with
yeah,
somebody, because that is something that I enjoy, that I love. So, to be able to meet somebody who I can do that with, to be able to sit at the end of a pier and watch the mountains and look at the lakes, I love that. And I would love to meet somebody who would also love that. Walking hand in hand through the forest again, or swimming in the sea, these are all things to me. But, let's say somebody else wants to meet a partner, but they want a partner who maybe cooks or drives nice cars, or, loves animals or whatever. Maybe they'll put pictures of people, or, their partners with those types of things rather than this. So again, it's all about personalizing your vision board to who you are and what you want. It's not about comparing yourself and your life to anybody else. Your vision board is for you and for you only. So don't be embarrassed about putting what you want and what your needs are, and enjoy it and own it. And that's really important, because some people think that they want the big house, they want that, celebrity body or celebrity lifestyle or whatever, but actually deep down they don't want that at all. They just want a nice quiet lifestyle in the countryside or whatever. you know
yeah.
be true to yourself, own whatever it is that you want. You are who you are, and you enjoy what you enjoy. Don't be embarrassed by it. So
I
when
love
I
that. I love that. Yeah.
because
I
when
was
I
going to
did
ask
that
for
vision
top
board,
tips, but I think you've given us top tips.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really, really good. Thank you so much. We're near the end of the show. What I would say, would you say, are there the questions I've got here? Any potential problems that you can think of? We're not going to end on a negative, don't worry. But
Yeah,
any potential problems that you can think of that you've maybe experienced with the vision boarding process?
I think what it is you've got to remember, yeah, it's all very well. It comes back to taking action. To a certain degree, you do need to take action. Like, if you envision that you want to be a doctor, then you need to study to be a doctor. You can't just be a doctor. If you
Yeah,
want to envision that you want to, I don't know, be a pastry chef, then you need to practice making pastry and baking things and stuff like that. If you want to envision, I don't know, winning the lottery, then you need to buy a lottery ticket. You're not going to win the
yeah, you
lottery
do.
without
Yeah,
buying a lottery ticket. So you've got to take action to a certain degree. So I think what people sometimes forget is they put everything on their vision board and then expect miracles. It doesn't work like that.
yeah.
So, there's an element of taking action, but self-belief, having that right sort of vibe and right sort of energy, and then also chilling out and letting
And
the
enjoy
universe
the
work its
action, isn't
magic.
it? Enjoy the
Yeah.
action and enjoy talking about your dreams, because that's
Yeah.
part of the process, isn't it? How do you
Yeah.
feel sharing your dreams with us tonight?
Do you know what? I'm still
You got a
smiling.
massive smile on your face. You got a massive grin. Yeah.
I was a little bit nervous at first because I was like, oh my God, this is really quite personal. I've not really shared this with anybody apart from like a handful of very, very close friends. And here I am putting it on YouTube. And I was like, what am I doing? But you know what? I love my vision boards. They make me so happy. So if I could share my happiness and my joy with somebody else and it can maybe inspire somebody else to do their own vision boards, then you know what?
Yeah.
That's me helping others. And that's that was on my vision board, right? Helping other people and being of service to others. So if I can inspire somebody else to do a vision board for themselves and achieve whatever it is that they want, then you know, job done. So
yeah, that's pretty. My advice is just that, because I've never done a vision board, but I put prompts on my phone, and I've got my dream house on my phone, and I'm loving that because I'm showing members of my family, and I'm not into. They know I'm never been into housing or anything like that, and I suddenly saw a few years ago this house, and I was like, that is my home. That is where, and I just felt it instinctively, and I've got it on my phone, and I've created a little folder of the photographs of the house and the interior of the house, and I show my family it, and you can see they're a bit like, because they're not into all this kind of thing, and they're like, what, are you a bit mad, Steve? But they are really, you do, and I think that's the thing, to enjoy talking about it and feeling it, and just let the universe do the, because because I teach that, and I know the body follows the mind, and when you were talking about action and taking action in the past, I know a lot of people that have wanted to start businesses, and they take action and they stumble and they give up straight away because they've taken action too early. And I know if you prime yourself first, allow yourself to like percolate and feel the body follows the mind, and you can't help but take action when it's the right action. You will know when you see, you know, you'll know when you meet this Chris Hemsworth 6-foot rugby player. You would just know it. There'll be no doubt about it. And I would say, just a little, my experience, be ready for what you ask for, because sometimes you can achieve your dream and you're not ready. So you need to, you know, big yourself up. You know, you are worthy of your desires and your dreams. And I think if you're doing this work, you need to start to expect that you'll be achieving them, and visualize yourself living the dreams, and and then when it comes, then you're ready, and then you can enjoy it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and that's it. That's the important part. Enjoy it. Life is to be enjoyed. If we're not enjoying life, then what is the point?
I say you can either endure or enjoy life. It's your choice. So go for the J, not the go for the enjoy, not the endure. No, thank you so much, Rafi. We're wrapping there then. Thank you so much. So
thank you.
So have a really good evening, and everyone, we're back in 2 weeks. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to get an astrologer on the call. Who I spoke with I've got a contact in Guatemala, and this guy is he can tell us about the planetary lineup and his predictions for 2023. And I spoke with him 2 years ago at the beginning of lockdown, and he was saying a lot of stuff which is now manifesting. And so this is quite interesting, because I think what we're going through is quite turbulent times. And yet, once you kind of understand, again, we mentioned energy at the beginning, once you kind of understand the energy process and everything, his message is one of hope and reassurance. So no matter how crazy society can appear at the moment, rest assured, we're going to come through it into an improved world. So no, I really want to get him on the call. So, but thanks everyone tonight for tuning in. Thank you so much, Rathi. And we'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.